Thank you so much for checking out this free video. If you don't mind, please click like and subscribe.
What are people upset about in the Hounds of Hell match?
It's what I'm upset about.
Oh.
And others are as well. So, let's just start with that match.
All right.
Make everybody angry.
Sure.
So listen, they did Fletcher and Takeshita versus the Hounds of Hell, okay?
Yeah.
Now, I don't even think this match should have been made, okay? I thought the match was very good. Like, as a match,
Yes.
As a match, it was an excellent match, okay? But everything is time and place. And right now, Takeshita and Fletcher are supposed to be a top heel team. And actually, if you look at the Hurt Syndicate, they're not heels. They're baby faces. So arguably, you could say that Takeshita and Fletcher are the top heel team in AEW, outside of like the Death Riders, which are like a group. But as far as like a heel tag team, it's Takeshita and Fletcher, right?
For the time being, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're facing the Dream Team. Okay?
Yeah.
So, like, I like the match and everything, but like they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then, you know, they hit this big move on Brody. And I'm like, okay, there it is. And he kicks out. And then they keep going.
Gotcha.
And, you know, they eventually win and everything like that. But at the end of the day, to me, neither of these teams should be doing jobs right now. Because
Gotcha, okay.
the Hounds of Hell just started as a team. And Takeshita and Fletcher should not be doing a match where they are on the same level as the Hounds of Hell, who I think actually this might have been their first ever match, just the two of them as a new team. Fletcher and Takeshita should be at a higher level. They're facing a team that is Omega and Ospreay. They're literally called the Dream Team until they must have got a legal letter or something. But they're like the dream babyface team. And on this big show in Australia, which apparently isn't quite so big now, you know, they're facing off in this big match. And the build to this was, we're going to have you guys go 50-50 with the Hounds of Hell. I didn't like it. And I don't think the Hounds of Hell should have done a job here. I don't think that Ospreay or Fletcher and Takeshita should have been portrayed at the same level as these guys. And, you know, everyone's arguing this, that, and the other thing. And of course, then it gets into all sorts of other stuff that just, it drives me absolutely batty. Like one guy, he was like, what difference does it make if it was not a decisive win or a dominant win for Fletcher and Takeshita? It's not like there's going to be any more viewers. It's not like they're going to sell any more tickets. It was a big argument about why bother because it doesn't matter. And it's funny because the way it works in wrestling always is everything just goes in this giant circle. And even people who have been following wrestling for a long time, they like forget this big circle that rotates around. This was exactly what I heard with TNA when they were doing all this stupid stuff, and it was like the exact same thing that WCW did. And the people that defended TNA defended it in the exact same way that people defended WCW. And the things that I hear now about why everything is all right with the way they do things in AEW, it's like these were the exact same things people said about WWE when Vince was in charge. Like they would false advertise, and they would say that so-and-so would be on the show, and then he wasn't. Or they would say, like, there would be this match, and then the match didn't take place. And people would say, like, what difference does it make if they booked Sammy and Miz and didn't deliver? Like, no one's going to care anyway. It's not going to affect the rating. It's Sammy and the Miz. Like, who cares? And you know what happened? Nobody cared about anything in WWE. It sucked. They couldn't make any stars. Nobody was, like, over. And, like, now we're using the exact same argument about, well, what difference does it make if Takeshita and Fletcher are not pushed as, like, a dominant? Like, what difference does it make? Everything should matter. Every last single thing. You should book like it matters. Yes, right now it probably doesn't matter, but if you book everything like it matters, eventually it's going to matter. And I know this because Vince booked everything like it didn't matter, and the thing was collapsing, and then they got his old ass out of there, and Triple H took over, and he books like everything does matter, and lo and behold, it's been like 2 years, this whole thing is completely turned around. It's completely turned around because they book it like everything matters. I don't understand the arguments. Like, the problem with AEW is everyone's at a certain level. They're all at the same level. You have two tiers in AEW. You have people that are all on the same level on top, and you have people that are all on the same level at the bottom. And, like, there's no, climb the ladder. This guy can beat all these guys, but not these guys. This guy can beat all these, but not the... It's nothing like that. It's like everyone is at a certain level. They all are kept away from each other, except on rare occasions. If you got to go 50-50 if somebody's going to win. And it's just like, you're not making any stars. Like, look at the stars that we have. Who are the biggest stars in AEW right now?
Hurt Syndicate.
Okay. Hurt Syndicate. Who else?
I suppose Moxley is still the world champion.
Okay. Who else is, like, over? Or has been over?
Ospreay has been.
Okay. Ospreay.
Omega has
He's
been.
over now. Omega.
Yeah.
Okay. What do all these people have in common?
They win a lot.
They were over when they stepped foot in the door.
Well, that is true, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many of the biggest stars in AEW were down here, and because of the booking, they're now way up here?
I think the only one who would qualify for that is Swerve.
But Swerve came in as a star.
Swerve came in as a star. He's a bigger star now.
He's a bigger star now. But he did come in as a star, right?
And they appear to be trying to kill that star. But
well, I mean, you could argue
but the
that.
fact is, he's a bigger star.
But the point
here.
is, all of their biggest stars walked in the front door as stars.
Yeah.
Whereas, who has been elevated to that level?
No one.
By the booking.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tells you there's a problem with the booking, and a big problem is everybody is booked the same. Are you one of those youngsters today who listens to Spotify? I don't even know what it is. But I do know this. All of our podcasts are available at Spotify. You can head up right now and sign up. The easiest way to do so, f4wonline.com/Spotify. And for just $9.99 per month, you can listen to 84 podcasts on any given month. 84! 2 to 3 podcasts every single day, covering pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. And if you think about $9.99 per month, that's just pennies per day. So check it out today on Spotify. That's f4wonline.com/Spotify. f4wonline.com/Spotify.